Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Imperial Destroyer with this Dutch campaign. Last time around there was a lot of stuff that people usually don't like, which was campaign map stuff and a naval battle. So let's see if we can't find a land battle this time around. I'll work my way forward to the point where we get a land battle somewhere. But of course, I hope people realize that playing as the Dutch isn't like an intuitive choice if you want huge battles, land battles as it were. Which I hope people understand. But since last time, I've gone ahead and decided where to put all the money I made in the last episode, and that is to put it towards India, because I forgot completely, kind of the island of Ceylon, which I actually own, and there's very little development down here, and I think this area could become a big cash cow for the Dutch. So that we should probably put some effort into controlling this area, so we're building a conservatorium to make the people happy, and I'm also building an army camp so that I can actually recruit some more type of units. In this case we can recruit sepoys, native Indian cavalry, dragoons, and regiment of horse that hopefully will help out this region. I also have craftsman's workshop weaver, so I can actually get a weaver's cottage built if I pay 4,000. So we'll be able to achieve one of the small missions we've gained. And if I do that, there's a hefty payment for that. At least 4,000, so at least what we spent on the building, but I can spend that on troops and other stuff. The plan is still to go against Nassau as the main goal, unless we're interrupted by the Spanish or the French, or anyone else trying to mess with the Dutch. Imperial, I was about to say glory, but I say ambition, because our empire is just about to take off. With that, let's run through a few turns and see if we can't come to blow with some of the other emerging empires or existing empires. Technological advance, improved animal husbandry, wonderful. And we built a peasant farm in the Netherlands. Trains gained, research points for industrial technology was increased by is the factory master. This must be the scholar. Did he gain factory master? Is it he also gained? He actually gained that. Seems he gained that quite a few times. More people turn into young heads, and now the inflation is up to 1.2%. Where we might actually start to become a little bit worried about it. Fleet arrives, so the fleet from India has arrived to bolster my navy here in the colonies. What we're going to do is I think we're going to pick up this guy. Should be safe to move him. So we're going to pick him up. And we're going to bring him together with a cannon. And we're going to see about attacking the pirates. We're obviously also going to bring in... I should actually scout the pirates. But we might just move the entire fleet to do that. We'll wait for the European fleet to arrive, which I think should be able just now to go across over to North America, which will be nice. We have a new task, Iron Workshop. 50 control points, 4,000 treasury, nice. Political pamphlet! The unbound print booklets circulating in the European cities were an essential part of 18th century political discourse. Often they were extremely sharp in their agenda, criticizing the government and the head of state. One of such anonymous pamphlets just appeared in our capital. Confiscate and burn it. Treasury minus 1,000. Control points minus 40. Mood of peasantry -1. Ignore it. Stability -1. Culture +10. So the the rabid opinions of some absolute bastard should be tolerated, and that would be called culture? No, I think not. We will, even though it'll cost me 1,000, I will confiscate it all and burn it. No one speaks ill of our, I was about to say sovereign, but we have a stadtholder, William the Stadtholder. So he's not really a sovereign, is he? We have 61 administration points, so it should work just fine. We have another region and culture, religion resistance, progress of culture, a little bit. One interesting thing with this is we can in fact cause a little bit of mischief if I want. So if I go and put a spy here, I can actually click on him here. Click on this, because this is how you activate all the special abilities within this mod. I can click on this, and we can try to raise a rebellion in Flanders. I'm not entirely sure how much it costs, and God, I don't want to hear you. So I could try to raise a rebellion in Flanders if I wanted to. In this case, I don't want to, because I don't have a lot of money, and I'm not going to spend it on a failed attempt to have the bloody Belgian waffle bastards try to do anything. But we might, in time, try to do that. If we actually come to a blow with the Spanish, it could be very well to cause mischief here, because this is a very isolated province in the Spanish Empire, surrounded only by their ally France, and who knows if that alliance will hold. Definitely would like to add this to my holding, as I would get another port that also, it's kind of, I noticed how well defended sort of out of the geography this is, because we've got the river, so no one can pass through the river except for the bridge right here. Otherwise, they'll have to cross here. And then we've got the forest over here. Will be hard to pass through, especially since they've reduced movement points. So they'll have to come through here, and that's also kind of a choke point. So it all looks rather well. I am recruiting another line infantry unit, but I think we should spend most of the money we get to try and improve the overall setting in to gain more cash. Now I have more confidence in this area than I have in Dutch Guiana, even though this one might very well need a governor's residence, as they're very unhappy. Mostly due to tax burden though. But you know, if the religion tips again, we could definitely see some problems here. We have quite a bit of growth. A lot of people are immigrating from unhappiness, apparently. It drives people to seek new life in Guyana. The money here is actually dropping. We are losing money. So it might be well to add to the logging camp. I think that will be all. Let's move on and see if we can concentrate our troops and attack the pirates. Okay, we got a diplomatic offer here from Great Britain, and I don't know exactly how it works, because your offer, your demand. Okay, so what I would offer is improved animal husbandry and a single payment of £1,000,000, and in turn we would get empiricism. I don't even have close to £1,000,000. Where would I get? Oh, I do have £1,000,000 apparently. No way. No, we're not gonna pay you £1,000,000. Even though it's the same guy, just he's the third and I'm the first. Show off, Britain. My fleet has arrived in North America. Unfortunately, it really I think the captain mistook me when I said he needed to go to North America, and he really went to the north part of it. He's all the way, he's even above Newfoundland. That's way too far north. So I guess the best way would be for him to go directly to Bahamas, rather than to stop here. Yes, Monchong and Monchepe. Just what I always subscribe to my idea for my soldiers to Hollander, Vlander. Yes. So there we have the troop. Now we bring the cannon and put it on the fleet. Then we combine the fleets into one stronger fleet. Oh, I can't move all because okay, because it's carrying the troops into okay. We'll split it like this. I think that will be fine, right? Maybe. Right. Well, it's a mess, but we'll figure it out. We'll go over there. You know the thing. A large cinnamon plantation needs to be built. Trade company pays dividends. Due to the successful business activity, our trade company recently bought considerable dividends for the shareholders, including the state itself. How should we use them? Put them to the treasury or invest them? I need the money. I need a lot of money. Control points I have some, but I need more money. This money might be well spent on the home province. Let's see, college need to be built. It's basically every single building everywhere needs to be built, and I get extra money for it. I don't know, maybe tenant farm, reduce food shortage, increase some wealth in the region, and enables research. It's pretty cheap, and it's something I can do. It's 1,000. I'll get enough so I can build a weaver's cottage down in Ceylon to increase. No, we'll get that portion going as well and complete that mission. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll do this. And that will be that. Let's just make sure. What am I doing now? I wonder, spinning Jenny is only 2 turns. So I think we'll do that before we do crop rotation. And then it would be nice at some point to do up all the governors' areas. That's about it. Trent gained Netherlands success of saboteur. Minus happiness for lower class and middle class and nobility. Saboteur, another state, encourages people to revolt in your region. I don't know what they meant. An enemy saboteur. Okay, it's strangely worded. A saboteur from another state. Saboteur another state encourages people to revolt. I guess this is because the mod is originally made in... The guys who made it is Ukrainian. The sub-mod, that is. And the translation then is kind of awkward. I think Imperial Destroyer is made by a Russian. Or maybe he's Ukrainian as well. So someone has saboteured us. I just was talking about, oh, we're gonna sabotage the Belgian because of the Spanish. But now it seems that the Spanish, well, we're not worse than them. So I don't think it matters which saboteur I use. Right, if you're gonna sabotage me, I'm gonna sabotage you, you bastard. Yes, I want to raise a rebellion in Flanders. Very much so. What tasks do we have? Religion and culture. A new task. Size at least 20 ships. Treasure 9,000. How many ships do I have right now under my control? Fleet. We have 5. 10 ships. I need another 10 ships. That wouldn't be too hard to actually gain. Now the inflation is up to 2%. It might be nice to curtail that. I also noticed that causing the saboteurs to cause a revolt cost me about 1,000, so not too bad in fact. I don't know, I guess we'll have to fight this rebellion. I'll recruit troops. Do we have we do need a regiment of cavalry here as well, so we'll recruit quite a sizable force to withstand these rebels. Hopefully they'll be in time, and I guess we'll build an opera house. That'll keep the people somewhat calm. Bloody Spaniards! Bloody Spaniards, I'd say. How's it going in... Nope. In India, it's going fine. Here would be really worse if someone tried to cause revolt. How much do ships cost? What if I built... Oh, a sloop costs about 1,300. So if I need to build 10 ships, and if I built sloops, that would be 13,000 for something that I only gain... For something that I will only gain 9,000, so... Just to complete the mission to get the cash is not on my bucket list then. Right, let's see if we can't move the fleets to closer. Okay, we've got Spanish troops. New militia. Let's see, the fleet from north is coming in as well. So that's 2 turns away, and these guys are 1 turn away. Although, if I am able to take the port and land my troops, I don't think the pirates are going to march out and attack us. It would be very uncool of them if they did, to kill off my troops. Buccaneers are actually pretty good troops. Right, let's see what happens with this revolt. Maybe the revolt will do us a favor, maybe. And I could install a new type of government. Maybe I do not want to be a... I believe we are a republic, yes. Maybe I want to be an absolute monarchy or a constitutional monarchy. But who knows? This could be an opportunity, possibly. But we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. We've got the spinning jenny. Wonderful. We've got mission successful. Are we causing mischief in Flanders? Clearly not enough, it seems. It seems to have not worked. Now inflation is up to 2.4%. We might have to deal with it. Ceylon has built quite a bit of stuff. I'm hoping that I can maybe re-enable tax then in this area. No, they're still very unhappy. It's all religious cockery, though. Hopefully that will change. They're turning into Protestant. The ruling class will turn first. The peasantry later. Which building will improve it the most? The thing is, though, as much as I want to build something here, I think we have to deal with the... we'll have to deal with the inflation. But first, guess there's a new task. Conspiracy! One of our ministers tries to make a conspiracy to kill the ruler. To enter the conspiracy mode, open the panel of the Minister of Justice and click the question mark button. You can exit the conspiracy mode in the leaders panel. You can improve the opinion of the minister, paying him. To do so, open the minister's panel and click the button. What, he's gonna hold me ransom through a murder plot? A bastard. Right. Inflation first. Murders later. Let's go through here. Reduce the inflation for 50 points. Do I even have 50 points? That's a lot. But we'll reduce it by 2 points. 2% down to what? 0.4. It's that damned gold. I don't think I even make that much from the damned gold from this stupid mine here. It increases the region wealth quite a lot, but the region is actually losing wealth, as we can see here. That will be increased by the logging camp, but we can see here the total growth. Growth is only actually coming from the port. We're not gaining any growth in this region. We have 2 mines, one of which is a gem mine, another one is a gold, but the only increase of actual capital comes from the port. So slowly this province is actually losing me money. And it's losing me money in the more ways than one, because it's losing me money through inflation. Alright. Well, that's great. Colonies is a great idea. Who came up with the idea of having colonies? If it was the king, we might as well have him murdered. Right. Yes. And then to think that I would pay off the bastards that tried to murder me. No. Or murder William, I should say. I am a immortal deity that you'll just watch over the Dutch and their every move. Oh, now they're building a fort here. That's not great. Where does everyone else get their money? Why does the Dutch have to peddle around and kiddie pool? It's supposed to be rich as hell, am I not? We'll put the fleet together, prepare to attack the bastardly pirates, and kill those people. And take a region for our glorious empire. Quite unexpected, the French have decided to declare war on me. Undoubtedly, they will bring in the Spanish. The French were already at war with Britain. So I guess we'll definitely know that they'll answer the call to join me. But I'm not sure about the others. Also, they have the Three Fires Confederacy in there. Fine, we'll bring in all our allies, or at least those that will stand with me, which is only Great Britain and Hanover. Everyone else is a bunch of cowards like Savoy, Prussia, and Austria. Right, there's war going on. France is not joined by the Spanish, though. Notice that. French Guiana is about to go. Once the fleet has successfully taken Bahamas, we're going directly back and taking French Guiana. Or maybe I should go there directly. Workers riot in our home province and they destroy the water-powered cloth mill. And it's going to cost me a whopping 7,394 to repair it. Which... oh, it reduces the happiness of the lower classes. That stabilized the situation. When they killed off the water mill, it stabilized the situation and revolution is averted. Hurrah! Plus, new troops have been recruited to defend the homeland. There's a French army being dispatched our way, but it's going to take so long to get here. By the time they get here, my army could very well have swelled to even greater numbers and would be able to stand against them. Though, however, as I said, maybe I should send the fleet away from Bahamas back to Dutch Guiana, and that might very well be the case because we've got a French force here, a general, and 4 units of colonial militia. It's Francois Joseph Lefranc, which is moving to attack us. He's going to be there in at least 3 turns, which I think is just enough time. I'm hoping... okay, so I will be there in about 3 turns. So we'll arrive roughly at the same time then. God. Our allies, Great Britain, how wonderful to see you. I do have quite a bit of money now. We'll spend it here to make sure that we can get this province actually up and running. So increase happiness and increase repression and so on, and hopefully I'll be able to actually get something going here. Could recruit some seapoints to hold the region down. At the current, how unhappy are you? 5. Okay, it's still quite a long ways away, but I could at least make an opera house here. I should count for something. I can't believe the watermill is that bloody well expensive. We probably need an extra unit here to make sure that this province holds. I already have, let's see, I have 4 units of 400. I actually have 5 units of 400. So that's quite a lot of troops, 2,000 men. That should be enough to hold that. Should maybe make another attempt at causing a revolt in this region. But at the same time, maybe not. Dividends. I put it in the treasury this time as well. Conspiracy. Minister, bloody minister. I guess we're gonna have to pay that bastard off. This is the second time we got that message. It would be unnecessary to lose the king right now, or the president right before the election. It's 1 turn away, so... Conspiracy mode is turned on. This panel shows you infirmary... Blah 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 blah. That's not what I'm looking for. Now let's go back and see if we can't pay him off then. Guess we're gonna have to... okay, so what's this? Bad -2. Minority -1. Hillbilly -1. What the heck does that mean? 1,004 coins. Fine. We paid him off for now. Now we go pet hermit. When? Oh, 5% cost to industrial building. So not only the watermill is going to cost me even more now. Because you got pet hermit. Yeah, it increased. Did it not? 7,394. Wasn't it 6,000 before? I can't remember. 5. God, just... Where did you get a bloody hermit? God. What is going on with Dutch? Never mind that. Let's fight the bloody French. In a strange turn of events, we had 2 more nations declare war on us. The Ottoman Empire and Denmark. Which seems rather odd. This is obviously gonna... Yeah, it's gonna tank my economy. The fact that the bloody... Oh, did my general die? Natural causes. My ass. Everything's going bad for me right now. I'm gonna send this melee infantry to just retake the port. It's gonna cost us 1,000 to repair it. And then I'm gonna lose 1,400. Hopefully, though, they will not attack my trade routes. Inflation keeps increasing. The French might as well just take the Dutch Guiana. It's causing me more trouble than it's worth. Although I need every money that I could get at this point. Everything's going really nasty for me. Come on, give me dividends. Oh, confiscate and burn. I don't have time for this time around. Which causes instability, which causes revolt through the country, which is great. But now we have culture. Because of one man's absolute garbage. God, it's not going great. Also, Great Britain still thinks that I'm going to pay them £1 million for empiricism. I should just go ahead and try and research it, just so I don't have to listen to them. And for some reason, the Hanoverians, every single turn, they decide, or every other turn, they decide to send me an empty diplomatic message, like, just to remind them that they're existing. Like, honestly, I don't give a shit if you exist or not at this point. unless you block a land army attacking from Denmark, then I'll salute you. Right now, the only trade we have is the land routes through Europe. Great. The French, looks like the French, because they're marching through heavy jungle, it's going to take them longer to actually get to where they need to be. So I think we have a good chance of not only landing before them, but winning the battle and then going attacking this place, which seems to have already built a 2-point fort. And they're building a road. Why are they building so much in this god-awful shit location? You know what? Do I even want this? There's more gold that's going to cause more inflation. My money is not going to be worth anything when I'm done with this. Election results are in, and it turns out that the current government had to step down, which I guess is no surprise. So now we have a new government in place, and this is what they bring. Pretty good army stuff. Everyone is good except the treasury guy, because he's kind of awful. Which is just exactly what I needed, isn't it? Ancillary gained here and there. Oh yeah, we get a new national leader then. Oh my... Amusing cat. Minus management, minus happiness. Wrath. He's god-awful. It's a bit of... God. Well, oh, the money situation turned around. We make 300. God. Suddenly I'm flush with money, am I not? At least I'll be able to start landing the troops. We're gonna land them directly on the beach rather than landing them through the port, just because it will take so long to actually get the troops in order. Right, now I can merge the fleet into one big fleet. And we're gonna attack the French trade route. These troops will be merged. We'll meet the French and we'll take the province. And then we'll go on a rampage and take most of France's colonies. I see they've built fort everywhere in their shitholes. So next up is then Martinique. And then after that, we might even go to New Orleans. Seems like a good plan. Religion and culture. New task, stability, at least 2. Trade company dividends. Yes, I need money. A gift from grateful. The nobles and merchants sometimes present gift to the treasury. Sometimes they are motivated by patriotism, and sometimes the desire to win favor in the ruler and strengthen the social position. Send the money to the treasury or improve the management. We'll send it to the treasury. Okay, so we're getting a little bit, it's going a little bit better. Although the treasury guy, I'm going to kick him out. First thing I'm do. Morally impaired and an economist. Go hand in hand. 1.6, yeah, sure. So we kicked him out and we got a new guy, that's okay. Should do that more often. I wish I could kick out the leader of this party. They're gaining popularity with that god-awful president. God, president, what bloody ass system. Not very good, not very good at all. We, in fact, went bankrupt. And we're most likely going to continue to go bankrupt. It should cause quite a bit of unhappiness, I believe, in the capital. Going bankrupt, yes. And also there was a saboteur, which caused even more unrest. We have political change, which seems to be... in hopes of the better. I'll figure out another technology. What we got was Spinning Jenny, and then Flying Shuttle was the latest one. Satirical play. Often theaters played a satirical, critical nature. For example, the famous Bumshine, I don't know. Play was alright. Anyways, was initially passed by the censor in 1781, but was soon banned for being performed by Louis the the 16th, as the king was unhappy with the play's satire on aristocracy. One such play criticizing government ridiculed the upper class and blasphemed the church is just planned to be staged in one of the theaters. Right, I build up theaters and operas to calm the people, and what do they do? What do they do? They put on trash, and they trash the aristocracy, and they trash the church. They know I have a problem with converting people, and now they make it worse. Well, ban it? Oh, treasury, of course. Losing treasury. No, we'll have to ignore it, because I simply don't have the money to stop it. Great. Denmark, go shove off. Why do you need to cause such offense, Denmark? Why, oh why? Religion and culture. Progress of culture seem to be going pretty well. But now, my army is able to organize. Oh, they will be able to attack. Maybe I should reduce the army to gain more cash. Like, do I really need 2 sets of cannons here? Reducing that 300 would halve the cost here. Or maybe I should reduce... We'll have to stop the... I'm not recruiting anything. 240. If I reduce 1 infantry unit in the capital, and I remove one of these cannons, then I can survive quite a bit longer on this cash. Should work, hopefully. Logging camp burnt. Path blocked. Successful mission. Trains gained. Honest. Crimper. Well-connected mistress. Stability -1. Inflation increased to 2.4. We've got an opera house in the Netherlands. And we are attacking a trade route. Now it's -900. Why did I lose so much money all of a sudden? Even more than before. Is it because of inflation? What is it? At this point we're looking at running out of money again. Why did Denmark attack? Can't you just shove off? It's literally doing them no good. More than... It's just causing me problems. Finally looks like though I'm almost ready to come into... I am able to come into battle with the French. The thing though is, you can't see it here, but they've spawned another force. So it seems like maybe they can spawn forces, like pop them out all at once, rather than recruit them. I don't know how it works. Anyways, we're finally in a battle here. Took me long enough. So let's just fight it out, shall we? And there we are, finally! A land battle. You've probably waited for this quite a while at this point. We've got the General's Bodyguard over here. We've got 1 unit of cannon, as the other one we had to sell, because our empire is in bankruptcy. We have 1 unit of militia down here, backed up by a regiment of horse back here. And then over on this side, with 2 regiments of line infantry backed up by 1 unit of pikes. Let's go ahead and start the battle. The French deploy down in the little village. 1 unit here and then 3 units over here. It's all colonial militia besides the general. I'm hoping I have good angle here to fire at them. As soon as they come out of the jungle, we'll of course keep the high ground. What I will do though is I will march forward to meet them. We'll hide the cavalry in the forest and we'll have the pikes just to back up if they get close enough. And with that we have our strategy and we have our battle. Troops marching forward. The lighting is always kind of a little bit weird once you get to the North American and the Indian sector. Like it's kind of somehow brighter and a little bit strange in a way. Let's go ahead and speed this up a bit. What are the French doing? They're mobilizing the troops, bringing them onto the field here. This unit seems like it's gonna hold this position in case that I would move on the town to try and outflank them, which is not my intention. It's a bit too late to bring forward the cannons. Enemy general moves into the range of the cannons, but I have no intention of shooting at him right now anyways. Neither has my troops intending to waste their volleys on him. We'll see if the French want to advance or if I'm going to have to advance. Nope, they are advancing up the hill. I'm gonna wait them for the infantry to come into range of the cannons before we open. There we go. Now we'll open fire with them. I have a good position on the high ground. However, they are assembling. The thing is, what is accuracy 25, accuracy 40. I have 2 units of actual line infantry. What we could do is we could get the pikemen off to the side to charge down after the enemy's fired kind of the bulk of its first volley. And same, I could hold my fire for the first part. Ooh, bounced through. Killed 5 Frenchies over here. Soon within range of fire. I imagine the enemy is going to stop immediately to fire. They're not going to march past. Yep. They fire their volley. They actually killed quite a few men. We are turning the tide though, but it looks like it would be in our best interest to make sure that we are the ones to fire first. We're killing loads over here. We've lost almost 50 men over here. We have not turned it yet. I'm gonna get my pikemen to run through here and run through the flank. The enemy is coming under fire from over here. The cavalry regiment will move down to the road and then move along the road to attack. We're losing quite a few men here, but my pikes are now moving on the flank and should be able to attack this unit before it does too much harm. They're quite clever in the movements here. I'm surprised. I want the unit to turn once more before I order the charge. I need to be precisely in the flank. At the same time, I'm sending in the cavalry over here. The regiment of cavalry will charge to break the militia. We'll hold fire with the cannons as well. And we'll hold fire here as we advance. All units down the hill. Cavalry is fighting the French militia. It seems to be going our way, but it says slightly winning. So it's going well, but it's not going as well as one might have wanted. The pikemen are actually losing against the militia over here. Even though it looks like my pikemen are... Yeah, they do have... Some of them actually have breastplates. The enemy colonial militia is actually losing over here. Continue to charge them down. What I think we'll do is we'll wait for these guys to reload. Once they're reloaded, I'll disengage the pikemen by running them to the side, and we'll open fire. Cavalry will ride these down, as these two will set up to attack this unit. Oh, the general's bodyguard. I didn't see that it was them coming this way. Also, these two will fire at will at this point. Cavalry will move back, which seems to be ready over here. Pikemen will retreat. As they retreat and move out of their range, or move as best as possible out of harm's way. Okay, they're lining up. There we go. Wonderful volley up through the side of their regiment. Absolutely slaughtering them. At the same time, the fight erupts over here. Looks like a cavalry charge, while the enemy general is fighting the militia over here. Right, you can hold your fire, move towards the center over there. Give me a cannon shot over there. We'll have to move the cannons to start shelling these guys. Cavalry is probably best poised to come out of the woods to attack these. We're not doing much of damage there. The general is actually doing quite well against the militia. I'm marching the regular regiment in to bayonet charge him. Right. I'm pretty sure the cavalry will be able to rout these guys. They're already routing, actually. They'll move through the cover of the woods. Come through the rear. Oh, they're already running. Let's keep the pressure up by marching forward. I could do a similar thing here, retreating to the side and firing, but as we can see, the militia is kind of all around, and I think the French general would be able to follow through, and I would probably end up shooting more of my own men than shooting French general bodyguard. Oh, the bastard just died. Perfect time to call in a bayonet charge. And hopefully sweep his body. His bodyguard is now retreating. As they're doing that, I want to re-establish a line here and open fire. While this one moves to the side and opens fires as well. My cavalry regiment actually continued through, chasing these guys into the militia over here. Didn't actually kill too many of them. Oh, we're shooting these guys down. Wonderful. The cavalry regiment can put these guys at unease, as it were. Fire. Maybe... I mean, it's a risk because we'll shoot our own men. But I really want to break these now. I don't want to see the bastards. Right, hold! Hold! Cavalry regiment, move to the side immediately. Hurry! While these two open fire. Yeah, we lost some of our own cavalry there. But the enemy is broken. And it's time to chase them down because we are victorious. Quite heavy losses though. And with the fact that I'm bankrupt and we have to face yet another one of these armies coming the way. Hopefully though, I intend to move this onto the fleet again and quite quickly be able to move around the enemy army and take control of their province. But at what cost though? That province also holds a gold mine. And do I want gold mines? I don't know if I want them, given the inflation. But there we have it. First land battle. It's a victory. Here's the result of the battle. Kind of devastating, in fact. We lost 700 men compared to the enemy's 1200, so it's not that big of a difference. 1100 men remaining compared to 300, about 400 of the enemy. Highest killers goes to the regiment of horse, followed by the 2 Dutch line infantries. And then we've got the pike regiment, which probably did the worst. They didn't kill too many compared to what they lost. Same with the militia, they lost a lot as well. I imagine it was actually the French general who inflicted most of that. Regiment Horse was the one that did the most in this. So most value of the money from them. Cannons did really poorly given how expensive they are. Are you gonna have to force me to continue and chase you all the way into the woods? This is the force that I was talking about. So we have another force that spawned here. It's actually bigger than I thought. I thought it was the same size as the one we met before. But this one has 2 regiments of cavalry and a native musket, which has a range of 170, so they can outrange my troops. This army will definitely defeat mine, just on paper here. God. Everything's going really bad, isn't it? Replacing the losses here will cost me about 1400. Given that I lost 700 men, that means that it costs 2 gold for each man that I lost. Does this fix my economic situation? No. Guess we'll have to try some kind of diplomatic deal with Denmark just to get them off my trade routes so we can trade again. God, why on earth did you do this, Denmark? You absolute something. Anyways, with all of this said, it's time to end the episode. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully, I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.